Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, with everything you need. Just in case we have some issues with tropical storms and hurricanes, you might need some batteries, generator, pump to get rid of water. Just make sure all your stuff is in working order, and if it isn't, head over to Omni where they have the best prices in town. And the telephone number is 631-756-1125. The website, omnitruevalue.com. Well, we have what should be the last really hot and really humid day. Dew points are up in the range of 70 to 75, which is really atrocious. So we're in the hot sponge. Temperatures are reaching into the 90s. And to the north and west, you can see clouds developing on the satellite loop, moving eastward. Most of the strong energy, though, if you notice, the cloudiness is more concentrated up to the north in the St. Lawrence Valley and across northern New England and points east. So the thunderstorm development today, while there will be thunderstorms that will develop, while there might even be some isolated severe thunderstorms that will develop, the Storm Prediction Center has already come out and said that it's unlikely that we will see a severe thunderstorm watch. That doesn't mean you can't have a severe thunderstorm. It just means that, in their view, an organized line of severe thunderstorms of some sort seems unlikely. And as we take a look at the radar, as of a little after 1 o'clock Eastern Time, we're starting to see the beginnings of some cells developing in parts of upstate New York and across Pennsylvania, and they're moving to the east. So I suspect that late this afternoon and this evening, we will see some showers and thunderstorms running around. Not all of you will see them. Wouldn't be a shocker if one or two of them wind up getting strong, or even if we wind up with a severe thunderstorm warning or two in a couple of places. That's why they have the marginal risk of severe weather indicated from southeastern New England down over into Delaware for tomorrow, as we still have another cold front to get through before the week is out. A marginal risk of severe weather northeastern Virginia, Maryland, and into Delaware. Tornado risk is considered less than 2%. General thunderstorm risk runs all the way up into southeastern New England. So there still could be some showers and thunderstorms running around on Wednesday. And as for 7-day rainfall totals, nothing to really write home about. We forever see this half to 3/4 of an inch being indicated over a 7-day period, which is kind of close to normal if you take it out to cover a full month. But it's hit or miss with these storms, and some places get them on some days and not in others. So maybe when it's all said and done, you add everything up together, you wind up with that half to 3/4 of an inch. Greater amounts in the lower Ohio and Tennessee Valley, some pockets of an inch and a half plus. Also along the central and eastern Gulf Coast, an inch and a half to 2.5 inches possible in the next week. Continuing to seeing rains, beneficial rains in parts of the southwest. In some places not so beneficial, where we've had flash flood warnings up in some places, especially in and around Arizona and Southern California, and also seeing the potential for not much across the Great Lakes and back up into parts of the northern plains. So it's really all about the pattern changing to where, instead of having this heat ridge building into the eastern states, I've got the North Atlantic view. So you see the eastern 2/3 of North America. Here we are back on Sunday, where you had the upper high sitting off the east coast right here, and we had the heat ridge, the heat high in the middle Mississippi Valley Central Plains, where it's been pretty much all summer long. Well, as we go through the period, and you notice, by the way, the weakness that's in between the two. So as we go through the period, that weakness, which we saw exploited quite a bit in late June and early July, is about to get exploited again, with a trough dropping into the eastern part of the United States. That will finally bring an end to the humidity, beginning to some extent on Thursday, but more so for Friday and into the weekend. In fact, that flow from the northwest bringing dry air all the way down into the southeastern part of the U.S., and we're going to see troughing remain along the East Coast into next week, and that might prove beneficial for those of you waiting for rainfall. The trough sets up to our west from the Great Lakes down to the Gulf states, so maybe, just maybe, we'll have a south-southwest flow along the eastern seaboard for the middle part of next week, and that could bring some beneficial rains. As far as the tropics are concerned, there's a big high building in the central Atlantic that will probably help the movement of waves off the African coast, but those waves are not really amounting to very much, at least based on what we're seeing right now and what we're seeing down the road. And speaking of down the road, you can see the troughing that continues to drop into the eastern states over the next 2-week time frame. At least that's the way it looks at the moment. So just backing up, let's get through the next couple of days and show you what we can expect with regards to this afternoon. Again, some showers and thunderstorms. They'll probably peak out between between now and say 8 p.m. They move on through. Tomorrow, that front that's going by, this will be the last day of highs up in the middle 90s. Tomorrow will probably be in the 80s because we have that old front sitting overhead and a little bit of a wave developing on it, and that could trigger off some showers later Wednesday night, more likely Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And then finally, as the upper trough drops down into the Great Lakes, we swing another cold front through here on Thursday to push everything offshore, and this big dome of high pressure and dry air comes in for Friday. And as for temperatures, we'll probably be in the 80s tomorrow and again on Thursday, but Friday and Saturday, dew points will be dropping down into the 40s. Temperatures will probably top out by day in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Nighttime lows will be, let's say, mid 50s to low 60 to 65 along the coast, and I think we should be fine right through Sunday and probably into at least Monday of next week. And then, as I said, if we're going to have troughing in the east, maybe we'll have some chances for some rain as we move into the middle part of next week. We'll just have to see how everything winds up setting up. And by the way, quickly, as we'll look at the tropics, a tropical wave is out there in the Atlantic now, well east of the Cabo Verde Islands and moving westward. You'll notice the feature here is showing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Doesn't look like it's getting its act together anytime soon. And there's another wave moving off the African coast that also looks disorganized. So at least for now, not really expecting too much to happen here as far as the tropics are concerned. I know there's a lot of stuff out there regarding these tropical waves, making them big deals, and my view has always been and always will be, you don't worry about these tropical storms and hurricanes until you actually have them on the map and you actually have them close enough to be concerned about it. And right now, we're not concerned. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, 6317561125 for the best prices in town. Best prices you can find in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, tri-state area. And the website is omnitruevalue.com. So we'll watch the radars to see what these thunderstorms do as they move through the rest of the afternoon and evening. The Joe and Joe Weather Show tonight at 7:30. We'll cover it all, short, medium, and long range. Again, tonight at 7:30 Eastern.